Yep. So here we are with Steve, and we're going to have a chat to Steve about the Queanbeyan Community Health Challenge that he was in recently. Steve, if you'd like to introduce yourself and talk to us about why you entered the challenge.
Well, hello everybody. As Di said, my name's Stephen Curren, and I entered the Queanbeyan Health Challenge for two main reasons. One, the first reason is that I was getting a bit fed up, I guess, with my sedentary lifestyle and my high-fat diet, combined with smoking and drinking. And of course, we can know that we can only go on for so long with that kind of lifestyle. So I was after a change of lifestyle, try and get myself a bit healthier. So that was the main reason. And of course, I had an encounter with the doctors who gave me pause for thought, and I figured it was time to really start taking these things a bit more seriously than I have done in the immediate past. Excellent.
So what did you do from there?
What did I do from there? Well, I kind of went out walking to start with, and I had an idea that I had to improve the diet, and so that my initial thinking there was, the obvious, I guess, is more fruit and vegetables, that kind of stuff. So as I was walking along on a little course I came up with, I encountered this sandwich board, the 40 Plus Health Centre, and I thought to myself, hello, what's all this about then? So I sort of popped in, and I had a bit of a yarn. I thought, well, maybe this was looking good in terms of getting a bit more knowledge, getting myself access to a bit more knowledge and a bit more, professional assistance, I guess, and how to go about changing the diet and how to exercise safely and more productively, I guess. Yeah.
And so then you came in and who did you have a chat to when you came in?
I think it was the guy, what's his name? Kind of long, well, not long, but he's kind of a lean-looking guy. He looks like he's climbs mountains, kind of a lean,
Glenn, maybe?
Guy. Who?
Glenn?
Glenn, might be Glenn. Is an older kind of fellow. Yeah, very fit-looking. I thought, well, that could be me. No, I had no such idea at the time. But no, you just went through some of the things that the club did, what it was geared for, and I thought, well, yeah, I really need to get on the right track, and I was keen to change the lifestyle more so than go on a diet. So I thought that was the way to go about it.
So what did you do as far as your exercise was concerned? What was the plan there?
My initial thinking was that, to break it into a number of goals. I wanted to lose weight because I was obese, and so I wanted to deal with that side of it, and then look after the cigarettes, and and then do some other things. So I sat down, and Jono here at the club was my trainer, and he suggested a series of exercises. So I was doing cardio with a little bit of resistance training.
And how often are you doing that?
I did that about 3 times a week. Probably maybe more, maybe 4 times a week when I first started. But then I changed more into weights and the cardio I was doing outside the club. Doing a bit of running and walking and all that kind of stuff. So so it was a bit of a combination. While also getting some ideas about what to eat and what not to eat. So yeah.
So how did you track your progress during that? It was 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. Well, I was keeping an idea of, I was keeping an eye on my weight, although that's only a small component, because I learned here that losing weight's not everything, because you can lose a lot of fluid and muscle, and that's not the kind of weight you want to lose. I wanted to lose fat. So while I was keeping an eye on the scales, that wasn't the whole story. I had some health checks here, so and here they've got this sort of fancy machine that measures your water content and your muscle content and your fat content. And what I found as I went through the program was exactly what I wanted to achieve, and that was the fat was going down, muscle was kind of getting a bit leaner. I felt I was getting a bit leaner. I was feeling a bit more energy, and that's what the tests were confirming. So it was pretty good news. Yeah.
And so what were the final results? Like, what did you achieve during those 2 months?
Well, I was obese, and now I moved from obese to overweight, which is fantastic. So I lost a lot of body fat. Also lost waist, went down centimetres, so I could fit into all my old clothes again, and with room to spare, so that was good. I felt a bit more energy, a bit more go about myself, so I was, feeling both kind of energised and also at the same time a little bit more relaxed and less stressed. So I felt I was making good progress. I could feel that I was getting leaner, and then I ended up stopping smoking. So that was good, and within a week I was feeling I could breathe better. So at the end, I was feeling better. I was feeling a bit more energetic, less stressed out, and feeling pretty good about things and the way they were going.
Good. So how do you feel about winning the trophy at the end?
Oh, look, that's a tremendous thing. That's a tremendous thing to win it. I feel quite humbled because there's certainly a lot of people in there, and they sort of did some really good work. The guy that that improved his flexibility out of sight. There were people that lost a lot of BMI, so to sort of come up on top was quite humbling actually. So I felt pretty good about it, and but I'd also like to say, while I've obviously put a bit of effort in, hats off to the club itself for putting the event on, which I thought was a really good community thing to do, to raise awareness of health and of exercise.
So you'll be in it next year as well?
Oh yeah, I'll be in it next year. But I guess one of the things is I've come off a pretty low base, so I can only improve from where I was.
Different objectives next year.
Yeah, different objectives this year. Yeah, and also I'd like to sort of thank the staff and the sponsors and everyone that put it on, because it's a really good thing to highlight the benefits of exercise. It was something that I hadn't thought about in recent years, and just how important exercise is. It's really connected to everything. And
so what would you say to people who are thinking about doing stuff like this and really hesitating?
Well, I'd hop into it. Don't be intimidated, I guess is the big thing. I came in. I'm still out of shape. I've still got a long way to go, but I'll obviously improve. But no, hop into it. It's never too late to start. You can't start yesterday, so you can only start today, and you will notice improvements, and you will feel better. That's the main message.
And what's your plan for the next 6 to 12 months? How do you see your fitness changing? What are you aiming for now?
What am I aiming for now? I want to continue on the way I'm going. I want to
continue to stop smoking.
Yeah. Well, I want to get the smoking nailed down, and it's going to take some time. But in terms of exercise, basically, I'm moving from a time where the weight itself isn't as important. It's more the fitness and the exercise is gaining more importance over the just over the weight and the circumference and all that. So basically what I want to do is just continue my exercising, and I want to concentrate on some running. My next goal is to run 5k without stopping, going up and down hills, and so that's what I'll do. And I want to get on my push bike and maybe do some swimming.
Excellent. Well, we'll probably have to check in with you from time to time and see how things are going.
Right, no worries.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot, Steve.
Oh yeah, no worries everyone, and have a nice